Your money was still working hard even while you were sleeping.
Hey,
right?
I felt good about that.
Exactly. Hey, listen, want to open our phone lines. If you have questions for Doug and for Chris, as you know, you're looking ahead to retirement and what your money should be doing, what's the right thing your money should be doing, you can call us at 540-0740. You can also email us your questions anytime at money@kvlr.com. Speaking of questions, here we go, fellas. A question that came in: I have a variable annuity and I have a death benefit, and I bought it, put $200,000 in. It's up to $180,000 now. That's the cash benefit. The death benefit is $220,000. Does that mean I have to die to receive the money?
Absolutely. You sure have to die to get that. So what's happened is you put money into a variable annuity that's basically filled up with mutual funds, and there's life insurance attached to that, and the mutual fund basically went down in value. So you've got a death benefit of $220,000. The only way you can get that $220,000 is to die. The problem is you're going to be dead.
That's an exciting concept.
That doesn't sound good at all. What should they have done? Doug, Chris?
I would say, in this particular situation, that as opposed to a variable annuity, there are other annuities that don't have this kind of volatility, and they could have gotten a guarantee of their principal, Jim, and that would have probably been a better situation for them. If you're the type of person that doesn't like to see their account values go down, then a variable annuity is probably not the tool.
Well, the other challenge with a variable annuity is you've got a lot of fees. The average fee on a variable annuity is between 3 and 4%. So if you've got $200,000 in there and you're paying 4%, you're paying $8,000 a year just in fees alone that you have to overcome, and that's the cost of your life insurance. If you really want that death benefit, we can get some cheap term, probably 3 or 4 times the death benefit for that same cost that you're spending.
So are variable annuities good, or should we stay away from them in general, or is there a better way to handle them?
Well, there's a much better way. In fact, I don't think we ever recommend a variable annuity when you're talking about your retirement. It's just not an efficient tool. In fact, Doug, we've seen so many people come in with variable annuities, and they rarely do they ever understand what they actually purchased. They think they have guarantees, but when they see their account value plummet because there's mutual funds in those variable annuities, they're often disappointed and surprised. And it's not a good tool for retirement.
Well, one of the amazing things that we see, Chris, is that when people come in, they many times bring their prospectus from their variable annuity, and a recent one we saw was 434 pages long. Now, how many people read that? All I did was open to the section on expense charges. It took them 21 pages to explain all the different expense charges in that particular one. So first of all, it's incredibly complex, and secondly, nobody reads it. They use it as a doorstop.
Fellas, we want to go to the phones at 540-0740. James is on the line, has a question for us on Money Mondays on KVOR. James, good morning. What's your question?
Well, I'm not sure it's as simple as just a question, but the bottom line is this. I'm 62 years old. I've worked all my life. I've done a really good job saving, and I'm just tired, and I don't know if I can retire or not. And I inherited some money back in '98 from my stepdad, and it was right around $1 million. It was getting closer to $2 million, and then 2001 happened, and I got bounced back down. And I had this Merrill Lynch guy, same Merrill Lynch as my stepdad, and he said, "Well, just hang in there." So I did, and it was getting back up there again around 2008, and then I got knocked down really hard, and it was I was almost at 2 again, and then it was all the way down under 1.
Fellas, what advice do you have for James?
James, congratulations on doing a good job saving. I hear that you're tired. You're getting closer and closer to retirement, and it sounds to me like you're concerned that if the market crashes again, you're going to get knocked down, and you don't know if you can retire. Am I right?
Concerned? I'm scared, guys. I mean, I didn't even go to the office yet. I pulled over somewhere where I could be calm, looking at some pretty mountains, and I've worked, man. We don't even take vacations. And I feel like I'm, people, if they knew what I had, which they don't, they would say, "Oh gosh, he's rich," but man, I don't feel rich. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. I just don't know, man.
Because James wants that money, obviously, to last another 30, 35 years or so.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, James, the challenge that you're facing is you probably have that money in a place where if the market goes down again, from what I hear, you're going to face another devastating loss. And the question is, how much longer is that going to take to recover? And James, there are certain things you can do. And what we do is we sit down with our clients and we take a look at your picture, how old you are, when you should take your Social Security, but most importantly, how can we protect everything that you've not only inherited, but you've worked so hard to save, and actually create some safety so if the market crashes, you're not going to lose that money, and we can actually turn some of that money into what we call a private pension so that when you do retire, or we can actually project when you want to retire, you're going to have a pension that's going to last for you, and if you're married, for your wife, and it'll take care of inflation. And we can actually remove that fear that you're feeling about the market crashing and give you some real security and certainty, really to relax about your future.
James, here's what you do, because we're tight on time. If you have any more questions for Chris and Doug, you can call 466-5634, Accelerated Wealth, 466-5634. Arm yourself with knowledge, because you really lack a game plan from the sounds of it, and these fellas can give you a great game plan. 466-5634. We thank you for the phone call, and of course, you can email us anytime at money@kvl.